What have I been sent? Come on, let's take a look. Hello you, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. The wonderful people at Fanattik have actually sent me some goodies for me to show you on my YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to be opening up what's inside this and showing you the magic inside. Fanattik, as we can see here, is a collectible company, and they specialize in limited edition collectibles and very unique items that you can't get anywhere else. The items that they actually sent me, I had never seen before, so I was very excited because I think it's something that you are all gonna really love and something you also might not have seen before. So Fanattik sent me two different items. One of them is quite large and the other is just a single item, but I'm gonna be showing you all of them, and I really hope you enjoy what they've sent me. The two things that they have sent me inside this package are a Ravenclaw print, and then they have also sent me Iconic Locations lithograph set. I had never ever seen these items before, which is unusual because I'm normally searching for all the newest and best Harry Potter products. However, Fanattik actually got in touch with me, and so I was very excited to see what they had to offer. As I always say, this was a gifted item, so I didn't pay any money for it. However, I'm not sponsored, so all the opinions are my own. So I think it's only fair, being a Ravenclaw myself, that we start with the Ravenclaw print. Now, I think the eagle-eyed among you, get it, will notice that this is indeed an eagle. I know a lot of people get very distracted and quite disheartened that the filmmakers changed the eagle to a raven on a lot of the merchandise. However, this sticks to the original eagle, and it focuses on a lot of the Ravenclaw aspects, like the diadem just here, the blue and the bronze, again unlike the silver which is in the film, and it shows you this lovely illustration of an eagle and some close-ups of the eye here, and then the beak area just here. It's got Ravenclaw at the bottom, and it is printed very nicely. Let's take it out of the packet and have a closer look. It's nice to see that the packaging for this is very simple. So there's a bit of card, which you could use to mount your poster if you wanted to. And it also comes with a simple plastic bag, which can easily be recycled. Very aware of how they're packaging their products. This is the print itself, which is printed on quite a shiny, thick card. And as you can see on the back, it's just plain, but it's printed very well, and it's a really good quality print. It has a slight shine to it, but it doesn't glare, but it just looks brilliant. I think I really like the colors, I really like the style of the illustration, and as I said before, I think a lot of people will be very happy with this because it is an eagle, it's not a raven, and it's very much a book canon item. I have the diadem here, which is illustrated from the film, but I think it ties in really well, and overall I think you'd be very happy if you were in Ravenclaw, especially with this print. Now, these prints do come in all 4 Hogwarts houses. They all have this sort of realistic animal. So obviously there's a snake for Slytherin, Gryffindor has a lion, and there is of course a badger for Hufflepuff. And each of these prints comes in at £12, standard A3 size. And £12 I don't think is too bad for a high quality poster such as this, which would look absolutely perfect framed or simply stuck onto the wall. As I say, they do have all 4 houses, so if you're not a Ravenclaw like me, definitely check them out. I will of course pop the link in the description below if you are interested, and maybe check out more of the Harry Potter items, such as the one which is coming up next. And boy, are these special. Here we have the 10 Iconic Location lithograph set. It comes with a range of different locations. There is a great range. Each of them takes on a slightly different color palette. They're all again printed on, this time, a really thick card, and the printing is phenomenal. It is really good quality, and it's a nice matte finish, so these would again look perfect on your wall or framed. There's 10 locations, so let's check them out. Up first, as you've just seen, is the Forbidden Forest. What I really love about this style of print is the sort of collage effect And we've got lots of little details that run all the way around the outside, as well as the name of the location. And as I said before, this colour palette which kind of links everything together. The Forbidden Forest, we've of course got a picture of Hagrid's hut with the forest in the background. And we've also got the Ford Anglia. We've got the moon, which relates to Lupin, who's just down here in his werewolf transformation. The Hogwarts crest just here. And these sort of like vine shapes, which kind of pull it all together with a centaur just at the top. Really love this. I think this is a very beautiful print. Love the combination of the green and the blue together. And it's got my main man Lupin at the bottom, so it's definitely a good print. We're all still waiting for our letter to go there. And it's of course Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I think this print is absolutely stunning. And again, we've got the crest, but they've gone for this orange and green. Again, with the collage look. I've not seen anything like it, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. They've really done a good job, and it's even got at the bottom here a little quote. We've got Hedwig, Gryffindor Towers written here, the entrance hall into the Great Hall, the winged boar here, the Hogwarts H. Very similar to sort of Stuart Craig's drawing. I know there's a few different Hogwarts prints you can get, and it has a bit of a sunset look despite the giant moon. From Hogwarts Castle itself, we're going to move on to a specific part of Hogwarts, and that is the Grand Staircase. Now, in some sort of similar colours with the orange to the Hogwarts one, this one goes with more of a yellow colour, and we have the sorting hat, we've got the floating candles, we've got forks up here, we've also got some books, Albus Dumbledore's signature, as well as the Marauders map. Bring this one back up, we can sort of see how they complement each other quite nicely with the orange. It's clear that they've really designed these, you know, with the designer eye in mind. They think that people might put these up together, and it's nice to see that a lot of them actually complement each other in the colours that they've chosen. This is such an iconic scene from Philosopher's Stone when Harry first sees the Grand Staircase, and I even love the little details of the portraits in the background as well. From somewhere super magical, we go to somewhere not so magical, and that is Privet Drive. Personally, this is my least favourite from the collection. Privet Drive to me isn't a particularly happy place, although it is where Harry's journey first begins when he gets his letters. So I know that a lot of people will really love this because it is a real iconic location. We've got Aunt Marge up here, which is quite funny. A lot of owls who are delivering mail, and of course we've got all of Harry's letters being dropped into the fireplace. The colours are really nice. I really love this orange and blue. So it is an attractive print, it's just not my favourite. But following Harry's journey from Privet Drive into his next magical location is Diagon Alley. At first I was quite shocked at this, you know, pink and green, it's quite Umbridge coloured or even Rita Skeeter coloured, but I actually think it's a really nice pop, almost punk-like print. And as I say, like all of the prints in this set, it's something that I've not seen before. I've never seen Diagon Alley presented in this way, and it's nice to see that they have some of the shop signs. So we've got Ollivander's here, we've also got more books and Hedwig, which is of course where Hagrid buys it for Harry in Diagon Alley. We've got some galleons up here, a cauldron, and the Diagon Alley sign, as well as these little bricks that make up the sort of border. It's very out there, it's very poppy and bold, but I think it's a nice different take on something that we have seen presented again and again, and it's definitely eye-catching. Moving down a slightly different path, we go from Diagon Alley to Nocturne Alley. This print is stunning with the purples, the different blues, and this kind of creepy vibe it gives off. Really loving how they are putting props and iconic things from the series, like Bellatrix Lestrange's Prison Wanted poster. That's down here. We've got the sign for Borgin and Burke's, which of course is a very shady shop in Nocturne Alley. We've got the Nocturne Alley sign, a Death Eater up here, not to mention this Dementor silhouette as well. I think this is really nice how much it contrasts with the Diagon Alley one, which is very bright, very poppy, whereas this is a lot more subdued, very dark and very shady looking. But I know a lot of people who love Nocturne Alley, love the Death Eater look, and so I know a lot of people would really love this one. Carrying on the shopping theme, but somewhere a bit more Christmassy, here we have Hogsmeade. This one gives me a lot of Christmas vibes. I think it's to do with the snow, which always gives off that Christmas look. Not to mention the colours, which are this lovely wash of blue, and then the yellow, which is casting light. We've got the butterbeer, the kegs of butterbeer, the Hog's Head sign, not to mention the 3 broomsticks sign as well. I think this is a very, very pretty print. Christmas vibes, I don't know why, I just very, very Christmassy. If you are a big fan of Hogsmeade, and if you want something Harry Potter and Christmassy, perfect. The next print is very, very official, because it is the Ministry of Magic. What I particularly love about this print is they've taken the colours that all the tiles are in Ministry of Magic and kind of used that as the base, and then picked out the statues that Harry's very awestruck by in gold, as well as the statues and the Ministry atrium at the back. We've also got this telephone box, which they use to get into the Ministry, the visitors' entrance. Even though it's quite a happy looking poster with the memos flying at the top, we've got the Ministry of Magic poster, the stamp, and also the wizarding community. If you actually look lower down on the print, we've got Magic is Might, which we know is not great. The slogan that they kind of take over with to round up all the muggles, and muggle-borns especially. But we've also got some Polyjuice Potion, which we know the trio used to actually sneak into the Ministry of Magic. I like that it's got some underlying darker features, but overall, once again, very poppy, good use of colours, and a very attractive print. For the final 2 prints, I decided to keep my favourite ones till last, but I decided to go for the penultimate one of the Quidditch pitch. I love the concept of Quidditch. I think it's a brilliant sport. I would be really interested in watching it. The colours on this are fantastic. I love how different it looks. It's bright, it's colourful, and I love how the blue is representing the sky, and then the rest of it is just this kind of wash of yellow. We've got the snitch, which of course, I love golden snitches, so that's definitely scoring points with me. We've then got this broomstick label. At the bottom, we've also got the bludger, the quaffle, and these beta spats, and another golden snitch. And overall, I think it's one of the bolder prints out of the series. I think this has a very quite modern look compared to some of the other ones, which are trying to look a bit more classical. But I just think this one's very clean, very minimal, and what is not to love about Quidditch? I decided to keep this one till last because I think it has a special place in every Harry Potter fan's heart, and that's because it is platform 9 3/4, and boy does this look as magical as we know that that platform is. This print is exceptional. I love this sketchy design of the Hogwarts Express. I love the colour that they've used. They've gone with this sort of pale red, which I absolutely love. They've combined it with the Hogwarts Express sign that we see in Philosopher's Stone. We've got Harry's ticket at the bottom just here as well. We've got these little drawings of the luggage cases, which I think are fantastic. Here it says Harry Potter Train to Hogwarts. I think they've just done an absolutely brilliant job. I've not seen anything that looks like this sort of illustration style of the Hogwarts Express, so I was super excited to see it actually in the pack, and I think it's just my favourite because it is such an iconic moment, and it's a moment that every Harry Potter fan has dreamed of, getting the train to Hogwarts. I mean, the train itself is iconic, so the platform as well is just brilliant. Overall, I think it just finishes off what I believe to be a absolutely fantastic product, and I'm extremely happy with all the prints in the pack. Even though I wasn't that keen on Privet Drive, the production of the print, the style of the print is all very consistent with all the prints in the pack, and the pack itself actually costs $49.99, which is quite expensive when you think, you know, you're buying prints. However, that only works out at each one roughly being £5, which I don't think is a bad deal, and there's no reason why you can share some of the posters with your friends, maybe go in half, or if there is a group of 10 of you and you manage to decide which one you all love you know, it's £5. It's not a huge deal for what I think is a very high quality and very high finished product. I think it's got to a point where it's quite hard to develop something new, but I really think these prints have done a brilliant job at doing that, and especially the house print, which is going back to book canon. As usual, I will post all the links in the description below, so please do check out Fanattik because they do a huge range of different merchandise, so definitely check them out online. As ever, I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video of me open these Fanattik Harry Potter prints. If you check out my Instagram, I'm actually going to be giving away a couple of these prints out, so check my Instagram at Thegregwholived for all the details and how you could win. But which of the prints was your favourite? Don't forget to comment below, and of course let me know. I would just like to say a massive thank you to the people at Fanattik for sending me these items so that I can show you, and I also have another video coming out in a couple of weeks of a few more items they sent me. So if you loved this, definitely check out Fanattik online, and also keep an eye out for that future video. You can also check out lots of my other videos just here, and some of my other videos just here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button at the bottom for more magical content every weekend. Until next time, I hope you stay safe, stay magical, and don't let those muggles get you down. Until then, bye!